everybody. What's up? It's Tipping the Scales. I'm your girl, LaShayla Shay Dawson, coming to you live.
And I'm Tania Rivers, also known as T. And we have some cute little sweetie with us today.
Yes, we have an amazing, amazing West Philadelphian in the house. So this is a great day, right?
Wait, the fact that you're from West Philly, I thought I loved you, but first, I love you even more now, okay? Okay, Philly in the house.
Okay, yeah. So most of you guys will know her as Jagged Edge's DJ. Got her start in 2013, May 18th, the date to be exact.
Yes.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
used to be a singer.
A little bit.
A little bit.
You
A little bit.
Okay.
No.
And then she was DJing in silent, and she just popped out and has been DJing ever since.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself, DJ Penny Lane.
Thank you. Thank you. I go by the name of DJ Penny Lane. As T said, I'm a DJ. I own recording studios in Compound.
Which we're in right now.
I'm on the radio here, 105.3 FM The Beat in Atlanta. And I just do an array of different stuff.
Very nice. You're doing big things.
And that's why I was like, I got to get her on here because when I learned about you, I was like, there's not enough content out here talking about what you do. The studio that you have here in Atlanta, and then hearing how it all came about. You're a fighter, you're a CEO.
Yeah.
I mean, you
And a boss.
do it like literally and just fine as hell. And so I just know that it's difficult for you. I was like, she's a DJ for Jagged Edge and she's beautiful. I just need to know more.
Yeah.
I need to know more.
Honestly, I feel like it wasn't that hard just because of the type of person that I am. Like when I started DJing, I knew that all right, they don't take female DJs seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
So can we curse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So like fuck all
Hell
the
yeah.
cute shit, right?
Right.
My skills need to be top tier. Like, all right, you'll see me and think you should cute, but when you hear me, that's what's really gonna leave my mark.
Right.
So that's why I was like going so hard with practicing. Even before I came out as a DJ, I was learning in silence because if I wasn't good, I wasn't gonna come out.
Yep.
Right. And then
And you don't tell people the things you're working on.
Right, exactly. And then moving to Atlanta, I moved here specifically to go to Scratch Academy. So to get better. So I graduated from Scratch Academy. And then that's when I started like doing my running around and putting my name out there and building my brand here and doing all that type of stuff. So
We always like to kind of tell a whole full story so we can have our tippers kind of know how you become the successful businesswoman that you are today.
Mhm.
So let's kind of take it back. Like, I guess my first question is, when did you fall in love with music? Like, when do you know, like, this is my jam, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to maximize my life?
Honestly, like, it wasn't DJing, it really just was music. Like, because I was doing the singing / rapping thing back in the day. Always listening to music, always was writing poems and turning them into songs.
Yeah.
And just music was just like always my everything. I did went to college, worked a corporate job for 10 years straight. Like, and I just felt
And that wasn't it.
Right.
You was over that.
Right,
Real quick.
Right. That wasn't it. And then it wasn't until one of my did the hosting parties back home, all of that. So one of my homeboys, he was like that he just like had this vision. I think he even said a vision or a dream or something like that. And he was like that you need a DJ. And I'm like, I can't DJ. Like I'm a DJ. And he's like, I'm gonna teach you and just do some lessons and da da da. And I'm like, nah, like, and I put it off for like weeks. Then he hit me again, like, you really need a DJ. Like, I see this for you. I see this, da 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 da. So he's like, just do one lesson with me. If you like it, then keep going. If not, then fuck it. No harm, no foul, whatever. So he convinced me. So I went to his house. He had a DJ, the turntable set up, whatever. And he was teaching me. And I'm like, okay, I'm catching on. I'm like blending. And I'm like, oh, I like this or whatever. So then he even took it a step further. He was like, this is how much he believed in me. That's why I always, like DJ Ricochet, I always give him his props. Like,
Shout out to DJ Ricochet.
Shout out to DJ Ricochet.
From
I'm Philly.
He gave me his turntables.
Yeah.
Like, he had some old turntables in his house. He came to my apartment, set them up. He's like, this so you could practice, whatever. Like, because I really see this for you, whatever. So I would go to work. Then I would come home and I would be on my turntables all night. Then I would hide them. I would pack them up, hide them, because I didn't want people to know that I was learning, whatever. And then he, like, maybe like 6 months down the line, he said he felt like I was good enough, so he planned me like a coming out party. So I'm like, I didn't think nobody was gonna come out to see me DJ, but they definitely came out to see me DJ.
That's awesome.
And like I rocked it, and then it just like took off. Like I just started getting booked like everywhere.
You had blonde hair back then.
Right, I had like half blonde, half black, half
I saw the
blonde.
pictures.
Yeah.
So cute.
Back then I was like before
Funny
you know
hair.
the right, you know, like the wigs and all of that is now. Back then I was doing all the color, but I ain't know about wigs, so I'm dyeing my hair blue, dyeing my hair green, dyeing my hair.
Yep.
Like it was, but I always kind of just been like a little different, like I would say. So now I think I'm more reserved now because like I'm older, I own this big business, and doing all this other stuff. But back then I was just doing whatever I felt like.
Yeah, no, and I definitely get that vibe from you. You're definitely very calming. I love, as I saw you have crystals in your studio. I remember I pointed that out the last time I visited, and I'm like, that just shows me where you're at in terms of your life, right?
Yeah.
And coming from Philly, I know that peace as you get older is a necessity, right?
Oh, yeah.
Talk about Philadelphia. Talk about growing up in Philadelphia. What has that been like, and the challenges that you face kind of growing up in Philly?
I feel like, honestly, if I wasn't from Philly, I don't feel like I would be as far as I am, how quick I am. Like, so I'm about to make my 10-year DJing this year.
I know that's right. Can we give her a soul clap for that? Okay.
I'm going to give her a little snap.
Okay.
Right. And to be quite honest, like, I didn't start DJing until I was 27 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was a late bloomer.
I was going to say that's a late start,
right,
for sure.
A late start into a creative job or whatever.
Right.
Being from Philly
in a tough industry.
And then coming here, it made me feel like I don't know. I hate to say that. I don't know if some people gonna feel this type of way, but like I could out hustle anybody.
You know,
that's right.
That's facts.
You feel me? Like I feel like I could out hustle because back home it's so hard. Like to get to the top of anything back home, it's just so hard, and you gotta have that hustle about you. You gotta be persistent. And you know, we attitudey, we rugged, we all of those things.
Yeah.
And
I learned that a lot when I moved there.
Right.
Yeah.
So then moving here, it calmed me down so much. But since I still got my roots, it kind of kept me above everybody else too.
That grind was still,
Yeah, you know, when I hear you talk, you know, it really kind of permeates to me, kind of through everything that you're saying is grit.
Yeah.
Like you have that grit.
Right.
And that is what college can't teach you.
Right.
That's not what a 9-to-5 can teach you. It's either it's in you. And it's the things that happen to us throughout our childhood and just our life that kind of makes us who we are today. And it's that grit that kind of propelled you to your success.
Yeah. Or like even out here when people be like, they from the hood and this, or my mom is crazy or this. And I'd be like, you don't know the hood. This is the hood. Come to Philly.
Street. Okay.
You will see these houses sitting right on top of each other. Right. You will see the hood.
Kensington and North Philly.
And little tiny blocks. Like all of that. Or it's just everything. Like
everything is on top of each other in Philly, and you got to fight your way out of it, right?
Exactly. So if these people is mad, these people is beefing, you right in the middle of it, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Facts.
Talk to us. How did you get the connection with Jagged Edge? Because everyone wants, like, you know, especially as a DJ, you want the next big thing.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Before Jagged Edge, okay, so boom, I graduated Scratch Academy. I was working.
What year?
Yeah.
What year is that?
I don't know.
2013 is when you started, so you moved here.
So 2014, I moved to LA for a year. So 2015.
Okay, we'll go back to LA.
Probably 2016, I guess. So maybe like 2016, 17, somewhere around there.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Timeline.
I graduated Scratch Academy, so I started gigging here at the different clubs and stuff. And then I was working at this one spot called 255, which ironically, the first time I ever came to Atlanta when I was like 21. That was one of the places that we went. One of the first places me and my friends went.
Always come full circle, I'm telling you.
Then 10 years later, that's where I got my first job out here. Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Crazy.
So I was DJing there, but that's like the spot that is a melting pot because like everybody, like I said, the first time I came here, I went there. Like everybody, when they come from out of town, they would go to this particular spot, 255. And so first I had met like one of like Roscoe Dash manager or something like that. He heard me spinning. That's how I ended up going on tour with Roscoe Dash. And then after I was done that, a few years later, one of Jagged Edge managers heard me, and it was like, you know, Jagged Edge, they're looking for a new DJ. I really want you to. I had to audition. They was like, I want you to audition.
Wow, how was that like?
It was nervous.
What's a DJ audition? What did you have to do? Just like
so. First of all, I walk into the room. It's them, Jagged Edge.
Ooh.
It's their manager, their managers.
Nope.
It's like their wives
Talk
and
about
girlfriends.
pressure.
Nope.
Okay.
It's their other DJ that they're replacing.
And you're pretty.
Right, I'm
and
a
there's
girl.
girlfriends, and you're a girl. All these
it's
dynamics.
Like, right.
Okay.
So
We just gotta
I'm
keep it
already
real.
nervous. So I got the shakes, and they like, I'm like, I used to listen to y'all growing up, like, cause my mom really did play Jagged Edge, like that was her joint, like all day she was playing Jagged Edge, and they like a little offended, like, your mom, I'm like, I mean, me,
sorry,
like,
not sorry.
right. And then so I put like this set together or whatever, and then so I did my audition, nervous as hell, but still I felt like I could have did a little better. Like I feel like I killed it, but it could have been a little better. You know, when you still got them nerves, and then I'm my own tough worst critic or whatever.
Always.
So you know,
most people who are competitive,
right?
We compete against ourselves all the time.
Like,
seriously,
yes, I know.
Yep. So then they after my audition or whatever, we like walked outside, or I walked outside. I think I was packing my stuff, and they just like, "Welcome to the family."
You know, you had that gig,
and then
yes, girl.
What did you?
My first gig was at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
What?
So I went from doing like little
that's huge,
like college venues and stuff like that, to doing the biggest venues ever.
Right.
Thousands and thousands.
Okay, so at this time, did you have a manager? How do you navigate getting something like that?
I've never had a manager.
So you've negotiated everything that you got?
Everything I've done on my own. I've never had a manager.
That's even more impressive.
And why have you never had a manager? Why do you think?
I really don't know. I feel like I feel like I could do everything.
Cause you're from Philly.
Like,
I know that's right.
Like I don't know. That's probably why. Like I be like when I look back on stuff, or like, cause like when I moved to LA, I did do like a few tapings of like Revolt TV and stuff like that.
Right.
And I feel like if I had a manager, then boom, I would have hired a videography team.
Right.
I would have.
And that's why I'm asking it.
Bigger
because
than
everyone thinks
really,
they have to have that.
Right. I would have made everything bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
But it just was me, so I just been navigating, answering my own emails, answering my own, like, just that's how I am now. Like, you would think, you see both of these phones, right? This is industry phone. I'm doing bookings and responding to people where it's like I should have somebody probably doing this, but I be feeling like nobody not going to do it like I'm going to do it.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that.
Well, okay, so
I got a lot of people.
Definitely want to find out more. How did this beautiful building, this beautiful space I'm in today? I walked in, and the first thing I said, "Oh, this is dope. This is
Thank you.
I love it." So the concept, like, how did this come about? Like, what did you do?
Okay, so being a DJ, like I always get people coming up to me asking me a million questions, right? Can you play my music? Where do you do your photo shoots at?
Right.
What's the best graphic designer to do my mixtape cover? How do I get in contact with the DJs, or how do I get around DJs?
Right.
Or where can I do my album listening party at? Or where can I perform? Or where can I throw an event and they're not going to text me? I don't have to worry about getting shut down. Or where can I do a photo shoot at?
Right.
Or who got the best studios in Atlanta? What studios do you like? And I will always find myself referring them everywhere else. Like, so this studio here, they find.
And you're not getting no check from that.
Right.
Yep.
Or I use these people for my photo shoot. Or I go here to do this. Or these people you could do your album listening.
$15,000.
Right, all the time.
All that money going out the door.
Right. Yep. And then one day it was just like, I need to open my own space and have all of that. So
light bulb went off. Like,
ding, so I could refer them to my space, and instead of them asking me and me referring them here and there,
right?
You'll have everything here in one spot.
Yeah.
And so that's really how I came up with.
And the color schemes. I mean, like, the color is fire.
Yep. All my favorite colors, like black is my favorite color. Red is
beautiful.
One of my favorite colors.
This room we're in right now
got a lot of good energy with it and stuff like that. So,
but how did you know to put all the different rooms with different types of things? Or those are all things that are near and dear to your heart? I saw the DJ room, which I love.
Yep. And it's so crazy because every room, initially, it wasn't how it came out. Like that DJ room, I had hired somebody else to do it before.
Okay.
They drew I'm like, all right, this is the theme that I want for this room is, y'all know, like that old back in the day painting with all those black people dancing.
Yes.
Right. I'm like,
with the bell bottoms and the TikToks.
I mean, exactly.
Like the good times.
Everybody's mama and grandmama.
I'm like, I want that theme, but like new age, so it could seem like while I'm DJing, the people is dancing, right?
Oh.
the guy
see
who
that.
right. So the guy who I first got to do it,
Yeah.
he drew a fucking this big booty girl doing a split.
Oh.
Another bitch like from the
Twerking,
back.
twerking,
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Like a whole strip club type. I'm like,
Oh,
that is
wow.
not what I wanted. Like that. So
He misjudged you.
Yeah.
He misjudged
I
you.
don't like that.
He misjudged you.
I'm like, wait a minute, because that is not what I wanted.
That's
So,
not the theme you were looking
right, that was
for.
not. I'm like, that's how does that like refer to
Right.
back what I told you? You
It
know?
doesn't.
So I had to get that room. So once he did it, I had to get it done over. Like
Right.
find somebody else that could do it over for me or whatever. And then like even the studio, like when the DJ room, when I first like measured it out, because I drew exactly how I wanted this place to look on a piece of paper, right?
I wish
It was
you
an
still have
empty-
that piece of
I
paper.
still have it.
Oh, I would love
Okay, we're gonna
to
get that.
see that.
Yeah.
We're gonna put that in B-roll. That is amazing.
Yes.
So I drew it out, and obviously, like I'm not an architect or nothing, so I mismeasured stuff, whatever. So when
Yep.
they
That was
first
your
built it-
vision, though. Like your
Right.
blueprint.
When they first did it, it was too small. So I'm like, no, break it down, do it again. We need more room because I need to be able to fit the DJ
Yep.
tables, this, and they need to be able to walk down.
Yep.
And if somebody in a wheelchair come in here, they need to be able to roll down the middle of the aisle. Like, you know what I mean? Just everything. So
Yeah.
even the A-room, like the A-room, the first people that I had do it hated it. Like, so God had the next people I
That booked
hired-
it. The people that
No,
booked it.
The people that built it.
That built
yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next people I had to have them demo it, break everything down, buy all new materials,
More money.
rebuild
Oh my god.
it to the way that I wanted it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
So every place in here, every room literally has a story.
Just putting all that together, like I felt like, okay, you brought your vision to life.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you now see, okay, like I have everything that I want out of this space. How do you maximize this? How did you get your name out there? How do people find you? Like, because I think there's a lot of people who want to get started and sometimes they're not sure how, or they'll start thinking about the things that they want to do within this space.
Mm-hmm.
But one, they're not sure how to get started. And two, they're not sure, like once they get started, how
How
you
to
put
market
yourself
it,
out there, how to
yeah.
market. Yeah.
So at first I did a vision board, but it really wasn't a board. It was really like a deck where I kind of pulled all the pictures of like every room I was doing, everything I wanted, et cetera, all the details I wanted in it. Anywhere. And when I was traveling DJing, because normally I'm like out of town on weekends DJing.
Yep.
Every city I go to, if I see something that's kind of cool, I'll take a picture of it. So it's me referring back to all my stuff and all that. That's how I got the place to look how I wanted to look.
Right.
Then getting it out there, it really was me just putting it in front of doing a lot of like not influencer marketing, but like what's those putting it on like the certain blogs and stuff that I know is particular to my niche. So like ATL
where a lot of traffic is for that style, that niche people.
Right.
Yeah.
So like ATL
Placement.
Top 20 because I know that all the rappers and all the musicians and the DJs and the people follow them, or Bob's in ATL because I know that that's where people go on their page to see what's popping in Atlanta. Or, so that's what it really was.
So doing your own research to find where the niche people are to put that in front of them.
And our own marketing.
Yeah.
Just because people spend so much money on marketing and sometimes it doesn't lend them the success that they want. But you got to make sure you're in the right markets to do that.
Right.
So, all right. So when everyone comes on, we always have to ask this question, especially with you. You're a woman, and sometimes they say we can't have it all. So you're beautiful, you're successful. How's everything in the love lane?
No, my love life be good though, for real.
Okay.
Like, I got somebody that really loves me.
Okay.
I have a baby.
Oh.
How far along?
I am 7 months.
Oh,
now.
wow.
Congratulations.
I have actually my due date is in 69 days.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
congratulations.
Look at you, 69 days. You gotta count down.
So you are in love. You found love.
Yeah.
How did you find love?
How did I find love?
Look how she is.
Or how did
Look at
love
her
find
face.
you?
Yeah.
How did love find you?
I don't know.
Just going.
I know. I do ask the harder questions. I kind of pull you in with the sweetness, and I'm like, how'd you find love?
I mean, I don't know.
Were you open? Were you looking, or did it just hit you over the head? Was it like, because that's how my situation was. Like, I was not. I actually broke up with my boyfriend the day I met Nafis. Like that day.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
I broke up with my boyfriend at midnight. And then I had a tournament. I was working at 6 a.m. and I saw him walk through the door. And I was like, wow.
That was
That's
crazy.
it. So
Right.
I don't know. Sometimes it's just like,
Did you put yourself in a... Did you just kind
I
of
don't
meet?
know. So I was never looking for nothing, honestly, because I be so busy.
Yes.
Like, and I was
not everybody can handle
building
that.
this place and stuff like that. So it's just like, it just happened. It just happened. It just happened. Like, I'm still like really trying to figure it out. Even my pregnancy is like, how the fuck am I pregnant? Like,
Yeah.
And how you gonna not even balance, because we don't say balance on the show, even though it's tipping the scales. How are you gonna harmonize your child, your relationship, and your career? Have you thought about it?
I'm just figuring it out.
Yeah.
Because even now, Jagged Edge is like, they're like, yeah, well, when the bus ride home, we were thinking like, when are you going to stop working and we have to find
plan for that,
like a plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to. Do you want to find somebody or do you want us to find somebody or and when are you going to? And I'm like, first of all,
men don't have to deal with this, by the way.
Right. I'm like, first of all, y'all saying it like when I have my baby,
it's not over.
Right. When I have my baby, y'all saying like all I gotta do is fly out to the show one day and fly out the next day.
It's not that serious.
I could leave this baby with my baby dad.
Okay.
And I could go do what I gotta do and come right back. Like it's not. And they're like, oh no, this is you're gonna want to bond with your kid, and I'm like, I can leave my baby for a day.
Yes.
Like,
so you're allowed to make the decision on what you want to do.
Yeah. So actually, my last gig with them is this month. Because, I'm so pregnant and then...
and you're so tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I know our time is...
Actually, nobody, I haven't told the world that. So.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're giving us the
I love first times.
It's that Philly.
Okay? It's that connection that we felt.
Yeah.
So I know our time is up, but before you go, any last words in terms of advice, specifically for women who want to be DJs who are in this space because it's hard? What are your last words you want to leave with them to inspire them to stay the course, although it's very difficult?
I just feel like just get good. Just get good at your talent. Work hard because, like, if you're good, you DJ somewhere, people gonna hear you, people gonna recognize you, they're gonna remember you,
right?
They're gonna remember your name. So it's really about just own your skills. Like, just get good. You get good, do your gigs, and then just keep pushing. Like,
yay!
And you teach a class here.
Yeah, so if
talk
you
about your class,
as good as me, you can come take my class on Saturdays. That's the other thing. So actually, I gotta move to Philly, the middle of this month because that's where I'm gonna have my baby at, right?
Yep.
So now I gotta get somebody to cover my DJ classes, and even when I be on tour, like on the weekends, and I get people to cover my DJ classes, I always see them like I'm sitting there looking on the camera like. Calling them like, excuse me, I see you've been on your phone for the past, like, what's going on? Shouldn't you be working on the tables? Like, or I be calling like, how was the instructor for the day? Because I just be needing to know. Like, I be needing to make sure they're going to do it how I do it or make the people, when they leave this class, they going to say this class was amazing, like how they say when I do the class and stuff like that.
And last thing, where can everybody find you on social media? Where can they connect with you? Where can they follow you after this? Because you have to come on for a part 2. Because I feel like we still got more to talk about.
Shay'll never stop talking.
But that's okay.
I always have to like kick her.
She always does. Where can they find you?
I'm on social media. My Instagram is Penny More Proud. The business Instagram is NDSTRY ATL, NDSTRY ATL.
Nice.
NDSTRYATL.com.
Okay.
Go DJPennyLane.com.
Okay.
Just look up DJ Penny Lane, I'm sure, or hashtag DJ Penny Lane.
Yes.
PENYLANE. I'm sure our stuff will come up. There's tons of stuff out there.
Okay.
Well, listen, tippers, thank you as always for listening. Please check out DJ Penny Lane. She is awesome. And we are so proud of you. Keep doing your thing, Ma. And congratulations.
So proud.
And make sure you guys continue to listen to Tipping the Scales wherever you get your podcasts. Peace.
Yes.
We love you. Bye.